Escaping the pull of gravity takes energy, lots of it. Skimp on fuel and become space junk. Like gravity, the pull of mediocrity in product creation is super strong, but resisting it is simple. Follow this process. Hi, I'm Tim Clark. I teach product creators a simple approach to design thinking so you can level up and create market-leading products, increasing your impact and value as a product professional. In product categories, more and more compete for the same narrow band of mind space. It's really hard to launch and to stand out. So most products launch, take altitude, stall, then drift. Yep, space junk. Aim higher with your product. I'll show you how. A rocket launches into orbit, unleashing explosive force that propels it upward. The rocket then engages powerful boosters, providing the necessary thrust to break the pull of Earth's gravity. Finally, reaching the intended orbit, the rocket gently releases its payload, allowing it to glide gracefully into the vast expanse of space. But skimp at any stage, and the result is space junk. This can happen with a product launch as well, but you can avoid this. Think of your product brief as the boosters your product will need at launch. Rich data and insights are the fuel. And like gravity, the pull of mediocrity in business is strong. Only powerful killer briefs provide the lift to break its massive influence. Briefs are rocket fuel? To illustrate this point, Charles Kettering of GM made this famous quote, "A problem well stated is a problem half solved." Standout products start with a killer brief. Anything less creates mediocrity or commodity. But why are most products mediocre? They launch a product based on a hunch, not on user research. They skip the pre-user brief process. And when version 1.0 falters, they try to fix it, but it's too late. They lose money and market share. Why? No growth, no deeper story, no community engagement. But there's a better way. Escape from mediocrity. A deeper story always wins, and a great story is based on a deep understanding of the user. We start with observations of the user within a desired context. Add to that our own experience in that same context. Then we reflect back to the customer and listen to make sure we understand. Let's bring this framework to life using an Olympic sport as an example. Goalball is a team sport for the blind and visually impaired athletes who use a weighted 3-pound ball with bells inside to score goals by throwing or rolling it across a court into a goal defended by the other team. Players defend their goal by listening for the ball and throwing themselves however they can in the way to block it. How do we find their greatest performance problem? 1. Look. We capture observation. We watch them play their game, taking note of every observation. 2. Live. We capture experiences. We experience it ourselves. We add a blindfold, get on the courts, again taking notes of the experience. And 3. Listen. We capture understanding. We ask the users questions and allow them to clarify the things we saw or experienced. And make sure to stick around to the end because I'm going to show you how to gather this data in a step-by-step exercise. But before I get started, I'd like to give you a free gift. It's my simple and powerful Killer Brief Toolkit, and it's taken me years to put this together. But use it today to create standout and memorable products. It's going to cover all the elements I've used to create notable products, including breakout products at Nike. Download yours using the link in the pinned comments. Now back to the video. So what did we learn? We now have a lot of data, and from this we use a process to find the insight. An insight is a deep truth about the customer or their culture that we can leverage to help solve a problem. But our team was surprised. Their initial assumption of what was important to the user was dead wrong. The biggest athlete insight is that elite athletes will sacrifice anything to win, especially their bodies. But being blind puts more stress on the physical body and distracts them from full concentration and physical commitment. Their problem: I get bruised and banged up when falling to the ground because I don't have the protection I need. So before the product team started, they had a whole different problem in mind. It's a good thing they did their research, because without a good pre-brief process, they would have created a non-essential product. As more products compete for the same narrow band of mind space, don't let this be you. Don't be space junk. Aim to reach higher with a killer brief process, but you need to apply these next 3 things first. Click on the next video for more.